way. Paul puts it this way in Galatians 6, "Bear one another's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." What can we learn from this conflict analysis? Different levels of conflict require different strategies for resolving them. We can coordinate the levels of conflict with the 5 steps for conflict resolution we found in Matthew chapter 18. Let's try out this diagram. Speed Lees draws several initial conclusions that can help us here. Conflict cannot simply be dichotomized between win-win and win-lose, he notes. Levels 1 and 2 are quite different from levels 3 and below. One of the goals of Christian conflict resolution is always to seek a lower level of congregational conflict. The way to lower the conflict is always to move to the right hand on the diagram above in how you deal with the conflict. When the conflict reaches level 3, trouble is on the horizon. While problem-solving methodologies may be useful for levels 1 through 3, Speed Lees writes, it is unlikely that these methods will be helpful at levels 4 and 5. Levels 4 and 5 represent failures of the church as a community of disciples. Any victories achieved at these levels should be grieved, not celebrated. Those apparent victories are failures. Once more, we can quote from Speed Lees, at level 5, the parties may not be willing to abide by the decisions that are made within the congregation or within the hierarchy. Therefore, some kind of policing action, such as sending in a committee to govern the congregation, or at least to monitor its meetings, would be most appropriate. Level 5 conflicts are truly what the evil one desires for Christian congregations. Let us not cooperate with Satan in this regard. Paul urges the Philippian Christians to get their priorities straight and to focus on the real problem at hand. Let's look at Philippians chapter 1, verses 27 to 30. Paul writes, "Only live your life in a manner worthy of the gospel of Christ, so that whether I come and see you or am absent and hear about you, I will know that you are standing firm in one spirit, striving side by side with one mind for the faith of the gospel, and are in no way intimidated by your opponents. For them, this is evidence of their destruction, but of your salvation. And this is God's doing. For God has graciously granted you the privilege not only of believing in Christ, but of suffering for him as well, since you are having the same struggles that you saw I had and now hear that I still have." Paul's words are exact here, friends. In Paul's usual speech, the phrase "live your life" is a form of the Greek verb that means to walk about. Here, however, he uses a word from the world of civil politics. In other settings, that verb has to do with how one functions as a citizen in the Greco-Roman world. It's clear that Paul is talking about life in the Philippian congregation. He's not talking about the conduct of individual Philippian Christians. So, friends, Paul says, make your common life a testimony to the power of Jesus Christ in your midst. We know that Paul emphasizes this because of what he says in the next sentence. Live your life together in this way, he says, so that I will know that you are standing firm in one spirit, striving side by side with one mind for the faith of the gospel. What is at stake in any Christian conflict is our common witness to the gospel of Jesus Christ. Let me repeat that. What is at stake in any Christian conflict is our common witness to the gospel of Jesus Christ. Paul is not talking here about what the Philippians say about Jesus Christ. He is talking about the evidence or the counter-evidence that their life together offers the world. We will have fights in the church. There is no doubt about that. How we have fights in the church, however, is a powerful factor in shaping the witness of the gospel that others see from us and in us. Is the good news of Jesus Christ powerful enough to shape how you have a fight in your congregation? Or is your church fight the evidence of destruction that Paul describes to the Philippian Christians? Reducing the conflict level in your church will always raise the quality of your gospel witness as a congregation. If that gospel witness matters to you at all, then make the conflict better. If that witness doesn't matter to you, then why would you be part of a Christian congregation in the first place?